So not only are we learning about how to read dialogue and what it means, we are going to work on writing dialogue. And we're going to use this character. His name is Sam. And Sam has a speech bubble. That's this little bubble here coming out of his mouth. And this is something that Sam says. He says, "My dog is a lab. Her name is Maggie." Now, we talked about it in class, but this is just to go over what we would need to do to write this as if it were dialogue in the book and not that we wanted to use speech bubbles. So we're going to put the tag at the end, and that means we're going to say tag, who's it, who's saying it, at the end of the sentence. So we know that whenever we have somebody saying something, we put quotation marks around it. And so since Sam is saying, "My dog is a lab, period, her name is Maggie," because this is the end of the quote, or what he is saying, his dialogue, we're going to put a comma here. Now, I'm not expecting you to remember all of these steps, but I'm going to go through them so you understand why they're there. And we have a comma here because this is the end of what he's saying, and we want to put our tag here. So we want to include the quotation mark at the end because that says this is everything that Sam has said from this quotation mark to this quotation mark. We also want to make this a complete sentence. So I need to put my tag, said Sam, and now I can put my period because now I have a complete sentence. So this time I'm going to use the same words that Sam has set up here, but I'm going to put the tag at the beginning. Now remember, the tag is who said it. And there's lots of ways we can use the word said. There's lots of words that we can use instead of said, like stated or whispered. Maybe the character yelled it, or maybe the character shared, maybe the character whispered it to you. But there's lots of different ways we can say for the word said and use instead of said. That makes it a little bit more telling as to what's happening in our story. And so I'm going to use some of those. So let's see. Sam stated. Now see how I have my comma because this is going to be what leads into my sentence. It separates the tag from what's actually being said. And then I start my quotation marks because this is the part that Sam has said. My dog is a lab. Her name is Maggie. And then what do I have to put at the end? That's right, I have to finish my quotation mark. So now I know that Sam is the one that has said this. This next part, I want the tag in the middle. And so Sam's going to start off by telling this, and this is going to be in the quote, and then I'm going to go back and tell you that it's Sam talking. So I have to use my tag that's in the middle. I'm going to start with my quotation mark, and this part says, "My dog's name is Maggie," and I'm going to put my comma and my quotation mark here, and another word for said, because sometimes it gets boring to use said. And maybe this is a first grade friend, and he has announced this in class. So announced Sam. And now I can put the period at the end of that sentence. So I've said what Sam said, but I want to put the rest of what he has said in the rest of this dialogue. So I'm going to start again, a quotation mark to show that, again, Sam is talking. She is a lab. And I'm going to put a period because it finishes the sentence, and then the quotation mark to show that that's the end of what Sam has said. Now, what I need you to do is, this is my friend Alex. And Alex says, "I got my mom a gift for her birthday." On this part, I want you to put the tag at the end. And notice it says, "I got my mom a gift for her birthday." I already put your comma and quotation mark in here. So this is everything that Alex has said. I just need you to put the tag on the end. Same thing here. I need you to put the tag at the beginning. And then on this one, I need you to put the tag in the middle. Oops, and I forgot to finish off with a quotation mark there. All right, so tomorrow is my mom's birthday. I got her a gift. Put the tag in the middle just like I did for Sam.